Good morning, good morning. Just bear with me, guys, and let me just let everyone know we are live. Right, let's get a show on the road. I am fully ready now. So, today's agenda is going to be quite good. If you guys have not read, it is my birthday, so I thought, how can I make my birthday a little bit special for the Godforge community? And I thought, why not do all of my summons that I've been saving up from just before Christmas or after Christmas. We have 800 to go through. Let me just turn this down a little bit. There we go. So we got 800 summons to go through on my Godforge quest. I already have a really good setup, to be honest, but I was speaking to Zombie last night, which was funny, in the Pantheon VC about potentially pulling out of Apollo. So what I'm thinking of doing to make it a bit more interesting as well as our overall live stream is try to, you know, teach people who are coming into Godforge for the first time. They might stumble upon this live stream, watch it, and learn a bit alongside. Because what I'm going to do is, I've got all the gods, obviously, all 33 gods on here. So we can basically look through and talk about the heroes that's going to be on, obviously, the summons. So I'm going to try and get it in the middle so it doesn't feel as bad if I need to move it up or down. But there's also some news. We've got some news that I'm going to put now at the beginning of the live stream. I am going to make a video as well for the ending. So just imagine later on today, there'll be an upload to do this news as well. And it's going to be, if you've not guessed it, all to do with Season. So you won't be able to see it. So let me just kind of hide myself. I don't need that one. So he has had a leader bonus change. So really important to know that leader bonus change. So 30% now. And then also we're going to have to go through. Yeah. Really big change here. Really big change. Core change on this hero. So we will be talking about those in a little while. Really powerful potential hero. I don't know. It's gonna be really sketchy to talk about Mets, but hey, I think that's what we're here for. So yeah, we've got all that to come up. So let me put myself back on screen now so you can actually see me, son. There we go. So 800 summons I don't know what I'm gonna ever replace Apollo for, I'll be honest. I was talking to Zombie. I was saying maybe if I get a good Grendel, I might go spicy and try Grendel. And that's just because if I do that, it lets you get those extra turns and we could make some really stupid comps basically with it all. So let me just so yeah, you're at work, Adam. Don't tell the boss. You're just gonna lurk. That's fine. As long as you've got your headphones in. Oh, you got one of your AirPods in. We're good. We're good, Adam. If you don't tell him, I won't tell him. How about that? Is that how it's gonna work? So yeah, that's how I think I'm doing it anyway. I'm thinking if I pull anyone I pull, no matter what, for the people who will probably watch it later on, I will basically have all the heroes in the background. So I will just do that. I think it's the best way of doing it. Because then I can teach, I can give you my opinions. We can see how 800 summons treats us. And then see what the stream takes us. So just to kick things off, as we said, morning Kadaj, morning. You got Bluetooth in your hearing protection? That's actually sick. Mate, if I could have ear defenders with Bluetooth in back in the day, oh my god, my construction job would have been a bliss. Thank you, Adrian, thank you. Welcome. So let's just start off the things properly, and then later on for the guys on the channel that can watch the video. But we've got big news. Just go over the news right away so it's out of the way. But we've got hero kit changes. So if I go to, oh no wait, yeah, if I go to this one, and then if I do this, bam! It's like he knows what he's doing. Thank you, Fateless Games. I don't know if that's going to be Chloe this early in the morning, but thank you. And obviously my broski, Steve. Good morning, Steve. Thank you very much for the message, dude. Hopefully on his way to work as we speak. It's Susie. Hey. Oh, I didn't know Chloe hasn't worked for you guys for a long while. Did not know. Bro, that's just how busy my channel has been. How busy Fateless has been. I'm telling you. But thank you, Susie. You're going to enjoy these polls. I'll tell you that. So let's just quickly go over the news quickly for the new generation. If you've not guessed it, Sizzin here and Metzel both have changed. So these are the old 1.0s. Oh no, these are the new ones. So these are the new ones, and these are the old ones. There we go. So Sizzin has changed from 30% dungeon battles to 30% attack. Wait. Wait, is that what's changed? Unless it's just an updated card. I thought they changed something on them. Hold up. What am I missing here? My brain. It's the leader bonus? I thought it was the leader bonus. That's dungeon battles. But that's dungeon battles. What are we doing here? Let's talk about the easier one. I actually think that the other one's a lot more interesting. Oh, it was arena battles. Thank you, Susie. Why is it... I must have had the... I don't know why, but mine says dungeon battles on this old image, and it says dungeon battles on, no, the new image, and that's the old one. So my brain didn't compute. At least I got the right one. It's like I knew this was already coming. I already knew it was coming. But the real cool one actually is this, right? So Metz's core. So Metz's core, old core, is you remove 2 random disables, 2 random debuffs from all allies, place resistance up to on the target for 2 turns. Now, removes 2 random debuffs, so you're targeting potentially a wider range. And this is quite important to me because the fact that she doesn't remove disables might put disables more at a premium. You gotta think, if there's less interaction with a disable removal, they become hot, you know? Because there's no one to keep them in check. So, really interesting that now Metz is doing 2 random debuffs, because you can counter a lot of debuffs. What's really interesting as well, she places block debuff on each target for 2 turns, and then also heals 20% HP on all allies, which is an insane heal. But yeah, really powerful change in that core ability. I'm gonna do a full video talking about this, but I just thought, obviously, right now I'd give you guys the showcase so you can see everything properly before. So not too shabby, right? So if we bring up now all the heroes, let's get onto the main. Let's get onto the main road, and let's talk about these summons, right? We've got 800 summons. I've already got Apollo, which is arguably an insane pick already. And the only heroes I'm debating to take are for content. Like, I am debating to go Grendel. Like, I am really debating to go Grendel, or I'm trying to think like something really spicy and just full send it. But Apollo's just too good, man. He's so good. But either way, when we do these summons, I'm going to try and give you guys opinions on my summons and educate you guys from alpha, from what I knew or what I known, and then what's changed since then. So we'll see how things go. So 800 to go. Let's go. First pop, guys. Let's see how lucky we get. So we got Ran, which is a disruptor, and Polonista. I don't believe we've got anything on them, but what we can do, big shout out to Raven Pyros, because obviously I always use this website. Eh? Oh, it doesn't even, no clue on. Oh, do we have abilities for Ran? Let's have a look. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe no info on them at the moment. Interesting. Right, so obviously, if you summon for your first time, you're gonna pick one of these. It's an epic, right? I would always pick like the disruptor. Why? I always realized playing alpha with 3 towards the end, a disruptor is so important. Like having in that Scatty, having that Mordred, having Odin, right? There's a lot of really powerful, you know, epic heroes that you really did need, and damage alone, especially in the speed run that I were in, just couldn't do. So out of these 2, I'd pick Ran, but hey, either one, it doesn't matter, right? You like my background? Hey, Adam, you know you're the one who designed it. Wait, what we're doing here? Shout out to obviously our pantheon. Bro, we got double Pulanista. Let's go. Imagine this was real and we just got the upgrade. Let's go. I'd be buzzing. But no legendaries yet. One of my favorite actual epic heroes here from Fateless. I'm not even lying. This epic hero, Koshe. If you guys don't remember, this reminds me of Darkeye and the Dwarfs. So you type in Darkeye and Dwarfs from WoW. Like, it's already coming up. Like, look at these, man. Bro, this is giving me, like, this vibe. I was like, when I saw this design, whoever designed this, I love him. Absolutely love that design. So, Koshe, really cool hero. Disruptor 2, so not a bad epic to pick, but you gotta remember, we don't know anything about them. We just know how they look at the moment. Susie, can we talk about Ragnar for a moment? How can you put the greatest Viking known to man as a rare? I want to talk to Simon and I want to raise concerns. I want to raise concerns. The greatest Viking alive that anyone has known in history, even his sons, do not have a strong enough name than Ragnar Lothbrok. And my guy is a rare. I know he was a farmer, but maybe we get Ragnar, you know, Ragnar Lothbrok Prime. I'm just saying. You like him in game? I can't wait to see him in game. Honestly, I love the whole Viking series. I love the Vikings, like Lagertha, the Shield Maiden, like absolutely loved it. So I can't wait to see them. You know, I haven't got my Asgard. I haven't got the you know, the Asgardian hoodie on today. I've got the Alpha Tester one on, but you know, absolutely love that show. It's a solid kit. Hey, it's as long as it's good, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. So Polymetheus, another brawler, gonna be interesting. I'll be honest, if I pull this hero, I'm telling you now, Susie and chat, I'm never using him. Why? I can't look at that eye, bro. That eye honestly gives me nightmares, man. Like, that is the best modeled eye that I have ever seen. It's too lifelike for me, bro. It's creeping me out every time. Set, on the other hand, I did have experience in Alpha Wave 3, 2, and a little bit in 1, but I did actually play with him. And Set was a really interesting hero because obviously for a lot of the time, it didn't really fit the tavern experience, right? The tower experience you went down. But what you realized were his actual kit was super powerful. So when you check out Set, he allowed you to, remember, steal? Yeah. So he could steal a random buff and decrease the cooldown of this ability by 1 turn if the buff wasn't stolen. So you basically either like dealt single target damage and you could steal buffs. And this might not sound like much, but oh boy. When you were playing like Alpha Wave 1 and you had like unkillable teams, the only way to beat them honestly was special is like either one-shotting like the ISIS, or when you actually awakened him, you stole all the buffs. And I'm not even lying, it didn't fit obviously, like I said, the tower experience, but I can imagine in the right scenarios, I bet you a Set would go off, mate. So he's not a bad epic. He's not one that obviously you should waste your summon choice on, but I honestly think you should keep an eye on him. I think he might be like a little sleeper pick, and who knows, he might have been changed since the alpha experience, but hey, we'll take it, you know, when we see him. But really cool hero there. Hey, Lady Shock, one of the star heroes, and Guan Yu, so we could talk about them a little bit later on if you guys want. But we've got Kenshin, brawler, cool little I want to say like Mongolian inspired model. Really cool. I hope we see Genghis Khan maybe in the game then in the future, if we're seeing like these type of guys, because you gotta think they are taking, you know, hit like lore and legends and myths and stuff, but nothing's stopping them from taking potentially like historical things like that, like Genghis Khan, you know, and Saladin. Imagine you had Saladin in the game and Richard the First, like some old school war. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go too far with it. It has to still fit the theme, you know what I mean? And the error needs to fit the theme, I think. But it'd be really cool if they went and tried that out for a direction. No legendary yet, though. Just saying, no legendary yet. We're on 720 summons. We've done 80 summons so far. MrSneakyy and set. MrSneakyy, cool hero. I didn't actually play too much with him because I'm going to be honest, I've got PTSD from him from Alpha Wave 1. Alpha Wave 1 with the infinite MrSneakyy bug was a lot of PTSD for my poor Isolde, man. My Isolde got abused every single day of the week, let's just be honest. So... really fun hero. Bunch of rares. The thing is, obviously early game you're gonna be getting a lot of rares. There's some you might want to keep an eye out of, right? From Alpha. Maria was a good example of this. Super burst heavy hero if you want to try and if you're lacking that in your team. Hippolyta, really cool for the Olympian faction. She actually allowed you to get joint attacks in really earlier on. And she's a defender, so really, really cool. Icarus isn't too bad either for strong hit and blaze builds. But again, this could all change. This is from what we remember from Alpha, so there is quite a lot of cool blues, you know what I mean? 7 subs away, from this channel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite impressed with how much this channel's grown with the steady Godforge content I've been doing at the moment. So big shout out to the Godforge community. Absolute legends. Welcoming me in. But you gotta remember, we've been here since, I don't know, Adam, how long we've been in here? Because I know you've probably been in maybe a month or two, maybe longer than me, I reckon. Because I started... When did I start? Easily a year and a bit ago. Yeah, like I'm a year and a half, but I think like we're so close within each other. Like, because if you guys don't know, the only reason I ever found out about actually Godforge properly were because of Scratch, you know. Many people know, if you guys haven't checked out as well, big shout out to Ned, because I've been on his podcast like Susie has and many others so far. It's been a really good little podcast where you just kind of talk about life and stuff. The one he just had on with Scratch was really good, and they're even talking about obviously when I did some work with Scratch, right? I did some editing and learned to get a little bit better at editing and, you know, maybe go down that route as an actual full-time editor. I chose to be a content creator over an editor, as you can see. Here we are today. But it was one of them things Scratch told me about Godforge. Just like, you should check it out, you know, like... I cover raid. You guys, you know, you've been offered to, you know, to cover raid, even though you haven't. Like, why not try this? It's something new. And I honestly looked at it and I was like, hell yeah. And I never looked back since, you know. Love the project, love the team, love the principles, and that's what you want at the end. You know, something that you can really relate to. So, bro, Chibalonki. I don't know if anyone knows, but Chebalonki holds a little place in my heart from Smite. This guy was an absolute menace to society when he first came out. And Changi in Smite as well, bro. Like, I'm getting old school vibes. Emulator was an interesting hero from Alpha with 3. I wouldn't pick him, obviously, as your hero summoning here. But he was an interesting one. He provided like Stalwart buff, which was very powerful in certain, again, teams and scenarios, because Stalwart is, remembering off the top of my head without checking the website, basically makes it so you're immune to a disable effect, and then it obviously goes off cooldown. So we can check that, because this is the way I've been trying to learn, if you guys haven't realized, like trying to check it on the videos and then try to remember it and then check, and if you've got it, you know, you've nailed it, you know what I mean? So stalwart, immune to disable, there we go, see? So I were right. So really good buff to have in the right situations. So again, maybe just a hero to look out for. It might help you in that early mid game in certain content that you might be struggling, like, why is my team always getting just, you know, absolutely destroyed? But now you know. This is a surprising one to me. Hao-Yi, being a defender, is a surprising one, because if I am remembering right, Hao-Yi is the guy with the golden bow. Yeah. And that's what I found very interesting. That Hao-Yi, known as this Chinese archer, is gone down a defender route. I don't know why. Obviously, his kit probably explains why. But to me, I don't know, but to me, he should be like a DPS. Is it just me? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he should be a DPS, like a Slayer, maybe a Brawler. Like, if you want him to be like a tankier based hero, I still think you need to make him damage orientated and not defender. I don't know. To me, it doesn't fit the myth. Like, even Smite knows. Like, Smite made him like a DPS as well, but each to their own. So how he's gonna be interesting. We've had so far 130 spins, no luck, no legendaries yet, no legendaries. So don't worry. You haven't missed any of the craziness, but we have been talking about the heroes at least. Like Achilles was an all-star, to be honest, in early game for the Alpha Wave 3. People didn't realize just having an Achilles and a strong team, you could just bleed down and kill the golems and kill quite a lot of different bosses with him. So he was a fantastic little hero to keep an eye out for. Really good if you pick Dracula. You know, if you get Dracula, really good epic hero for him. Percival, another one. I actually really like Percy, man. One of these heroes, I didn't think I'd like Percival, but hey, Percival has this insane stun kit in him, and when you went against the double Percival team on the PvE, that was brutal. You've done 500 pulls and you've not got one yet. Hey, hopefully you get a little bit better luck than that, but you never know, right? That's why I did 800. Hopefully the birthday vibes is giving us giving us that luck, the golden Midas touch. Here we go. Are you ready? Midas touch, legendary. Here we go. Oh. I'm not Midas, guys. I'm not Midas. Is Sousa, is that a question I'm allowed to ask if you're still in chat? Is Midas in the game? Could that be a little birthday present? You know? Is Midas in the game? Because that would be cool. The golden touch boy. Just saying. Maria again. I'm not sure on that one. There's a lot to come. They haven't shown yet. Even if it's not early access, but soon after. Oh, yeah. The Golden Guardian is I think you are right, Adam, in the lore and stuff. So nah, that's cool. That's cool. Look. If he comes, I'll probably be one of the content creators straight on him. Because I honestly do love the whole Midas lore, and like, you see it in a lot of games too, you know what I mean? Like, it's really weird that I'm going to mention this, but like, in my game, Age of Empires Mobile, there's this really bad, like, event right now that goes on, that they introduced to the game, but one of the roguelike cards is called Midas Touch, because when you pick it, no matter what, will always guarantee you to get you like the reward currency out of like one of the two, because you get 3 options. So it's just one of them things you always see Midas. I've always seen Midas in games. Like even in like Magic the Gathering, there's so many, you know, cold cards to it. So like I'd love it. I would personally love that when it comes in. We got a set Polly. I looked into his eye, man, and it went straight through me, dude. Like, you know that feeling you get when you're just like sat on the couch, you're watching Netflix, and like someone like 70 years from now or whatever just like walked on your grave, and you got that shudder, bro. That's every time I see that Polymotheus eye, dude. It's so messed up. It shouldn't be allowed. So we've done 210 summons so far, guys. No luck. No birthday luck. Right. Ziwang Mu. Why am I stopping on this? Well, the one thing that obviously I've been looking at all the legendary hero kits, right? But the one thing you gotta remember, no matter what legendary pick you pick, obviously you're gonna get that starter DPS, right? But after you've done, let's just say argument's sake, you've done 50 to 60 summons, just 50 to 60, you're probably gonna have a good pool of blue, you know, rares and epics. And it's good to kind of take note already of potential epics, you know, because look at the faction. The faction really matters, right? Especially if you're doing stuff like, if you're doing like, you know, Guan Yu, Sneakyy. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what I think is really good about this event too for players, because as you're summoning, you're actually getting a little peek into the pool. Even though we don't get the epic heroes kits, we can see, okay, you know, there's this Echo faction invoker wisdom based hero here, you know what I mean? So it does help you kind of maybe go, if I go with this hero, what I've got this kind of potential path. And it does make, like, look, boo, Sneakyy, bang, as soon as I mentioned him, he's there. Like, imagine a pulled Sneakyy, Ziwang Mu, I've got Guan Yu, and then whatever my legendary hero is, I'll be cooking. I would be cooking. Musasashi, another one. This is a hero to look out for. I think a lot of people didn't actually appreciate what Ankh provides, because I believe she's one of the only Egyptian based, you know, rares that provides a shield. Like, she's quite good for that, especially early game. You gotta think, like, early game, if you know, you pick a DPS, you know what I mean? Or you pick a not even a defender, like a disruptor, for example. You need someone maybe that can do that. Because here we go, look. So you initiative up 1, not too bad. Awakening additionally places initiative 1 on allies aligned with order. So if you got a whole order-based team, everyone gets initiative up 1, right? Core, you remove a random D before disable from 2 random allies. Like that, this is a rare hero with a little bit of utility which you might need. Like, so don't just sleep on rares, because you'll realize like this core might be just what you need to get through that stage, or what you need to complete a certain dungeon boss, because you might have thought, oh, I'm missing it, but you might not be. That's the funny thing. And then, like I said, she puts a massive shield, bro. And she extends the duration of 1 random buff. Like, she is a really good blue, like, rare hero. I'm gonna call her blue because I'm more color coordinated. But you know what I mean? Really good blue hero, really good rare. that you could be looking for early game. So don't just think because she's a rare and these are rares that you can just ignore them, because you'll realize they're actually quite powerful, man. Like, you know, Adam's completed the entire run with rares. So did I. It was a little bit more difficult, don't get me wrong, doing it, but you can do it, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of solid blue heroes and we haven't even seen all of their kits, you know what I mean? We've only seen the alpha kits. Who knows, they might have gotten better. Yeah, Isolde, Sneakyy, really good. Most people are on the fence, like me, that Muse is probably going to be good as well, you know what I mean? Like, Muse, Isolde feel like they could be like the rare go-to healers, potentially. Like, Sneakyy and Tristan might be like your go-to rare, you know, starter shielding defenders, you know what I mean? So it gives you kind of like a really good way to have this basic foundation team to always start from. And then if you find maybe like a Babby, who knows how good Babby is, right? But you might be able to put him in and evolve the team then, and then you get Leshy or Bran, and then it evolves even further, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Inara, I love it. The Nine-Tailed Fox, man. The Nine-Tailed Fox. Everyone knows Nine-Tailed Fox from League of Legends as Ari. Or maybe you watch Naruto, also based on the Nine-Tailed Fox, even though it's a little bit different. Based on anger. But yeah, I love this. Can't wait to see her again. Leo, not too shabby as well. Leo has a pretty good imprint to keep an eye out for. So if you do find Leo, you know, randomly, or maybe you get his, you know, imprint, you're gonna think 30% chance to convert 50% of that incoming damage into a barrier. It's just a nice little survivability that you might be lacking, and you can put this on as like maybe a mid-game imprint, and then you find that really good best in slot epic or legendary that you needed, whack it on. Like, I honestly like the versatility and the amount of stepping stone imprints that you've got in the game, right? It's really good. It gives players just a lot of options on how they can tackle content and basically evolve their own team, you know? Muse and Isolde, S tier? They are S tier on looks, bro. You're not wrong. Bro, you did my girl Lagger for dirty, though. You did Lagger for dirty, man. Like, how could you say no to this beautiful? Look at her, bro. Oh my god. And she can fight. She can fight. She's got shield up in the morning, afternoon, nighttime. She's gonna be cooking a nice meal with you for the fam. Bro, it's perfect. Perfect waifu. You need to watch Vikings, Adam. You need to watch Vikings. It is like now part of the Pantheon's prerequisites now. If you've not watched Vikings, you know, there's problems. You have to watch. Just watch, honestly. Bro, when you get into watching it, you never stop watching it. And like, don't get me wrong, some people say the ending or the last seasons aren't as good. I enjoyed it all, man, because you just learn that Scandinavian Viking history, bro, and it is top. It's top notch. Oh, we got a legendary! Let's go! 280 summons. There we go. First 50 is a Nami. So let's talk about her. Is a Nami. I'm not gonna pick her. Why am I not gonna pick her? We've got some good reasons. We've got some good reasons, right? So if it was Izanagi, it would have been different. Look, because it's Izanami, it's quite hard because you've got basically this hero that places the initiative down 2 on the basic for 2 turns, 60% chance when max bugged. Pretty powerful, right? It's not like shabby. It's such a powerful effect. That's why they've got it so low compared to, you know, where you see these 75, 80, and sometimes 100% chances, right? Initiative is very powerful, right? Core, though, this is why I actually like it quite a lot. You remove shield from all enemies, and then you attack, right? The thing is, it doesn't say how much damage we attack for. So that's what I've always been, you know, raising my eyebrows at. I don't know if the other content creators have noticed this. Like, it just doesn't say the damage. You just attack. Like, what, am I attacking with a wet noodle? Like, what am I doing here? She's got a massive Grim Reaper axe. Let me know the damage value, you know? But you have that 75% chance that goes to 100% chance to place corrupt onto, you know, the enemy, and that is a very powerful effect. Like, just for everyone again, because we've kind of got it here for you. Corrupt. Units that place this debuff steals any buffs received. So you're gonna think now with that is an army. If you go against any team, she would be quite fun, especially if you go against like a Hercules. Like, imagine you go against a Hercules, you see him go into that 11th stack, and then you press the core, and you just look at that player and you go on then, go on. Are you really gonna make me become immortal? Because I don't think you're gonna do it. So that's quite funny. You know, like, and you could really do some maybe funky stuff with this, but you gotta remember it's targeting the highest HP unit, right? And this is for 3 turns. So you need to know, and this is what I was saying, maybe with Izanagi as well. Like, you kind of need to know, like, it's kind of like a knowledge check. Like, you need knowledge, right? Kind of like Zeus, actually. Like, Zeus's damage, if you play with Zeus, you know, yes, he can one-shot, but you need to know that damage value, because if you don't, and you attack something that you shouldn't have, and you know you could have killed one of the other 2, you mess up, because then they'll go in order, and then they'll nuke you, right? So knowing what the highest HP enemy is going to be super important to get the value out of that core. So, like, for me, it's really weird, because, like, to get her value to me is like, I want Izanagi in that team, because then her core makes his core go off, you know, and that is something I want. Like, obviously Izanagi makes her basic work, so they make each other's skills, you know, go off an extra time, but I care more for the core of Izanagi than actually, like, the core of Izanami. It's so weird. Like, I feel like this might be a really fun duo, but on her own, the kit just feels too tailored. And again, to me, you might need this in the right content, you know? You might need this in dungeons, you might need this in certain scenarios like that, but for, like, a hero to start off the game with, I think there's better disruptors. You know what I mean? There is just better disruptors, just ones that I feel like naturally can either do a bit more damage, for one, or have a bit more disruption to the flow of the fight. And that's what makes it really impactful. And because of that, as you guys can probably guess, I'm not going to pick her. Especially not over Apollo. You know? This game already released? Not at the moment. We're in Godforge quests. This is the mini game. It's still running now until February 20th. And you can basically get a free legendary weapon and imprint, as you can see here, from basically daily changes. So you can see we've got some different changes here. Bro, that sounds crazy on like Apollo. I'm just saying. But yeah, you can choose one of these. You can go over here. You know, I've got such a good option. I've literally got my top 3 picks here to choose from. I don't know what to pick. But yeah, you can pick all of this, and then the game releases around March, April. We're estimating. We are waiting for the devs that are in chat and maybe still chilling, like Susie, to give us the actual release date. But they said by Q4 or Q1, by Q1, so that's March, April. This finishes February 20th, so it does look like a March, April time. It just depends on, obviously, what they want to bring as that early access product at the end of the day. And I think it's really... I like it. I like the fact that they've taken the time and they're pushing deadlines back. Because I'd rather a company push a deadline back and release a better polished game than just releasing it on that deadline and having all the issues that they could have fixed and they know they could have fixed, you know. So I prefer it, you know. You see with some of the best games out there, you know, games that just keep pushing deadlines back because they found an issue or they want to do this, and once they did it all and it came out after it, yeah, they were worth it, man. The game was much better. Right, let's carry on though. 520 Founder Stones available. You have a rough date, Fateless Gamer says. Need to confirm with the devs before we put anything public. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. Right, here we go. 520. We've got one legendary. Is an army. It's in. Can we get another? Let's see. Go Shave a Dark Iron Dwarf Lover. I love it. Vesna as well. If you like the reds. If you like the reds. I'm just saying. If you like the reds. Blues after blues. That's fine. We're fine. We're happy. We just got a legendary. We've got the vibe music on. We're feeling good. This music guarantees the legendary. I don't think you guys will understand. Like, every time I put this song on, a legendary comes. Every time. Every time. Sargon. And there we go, Brynhild. Now, this is a waifu, what we can talk about. Really freaking good defender. Like, I recommended her in Alpha Wave 2 when I got my hands on her for the first time for everyone. And in Alpha Wave 3 when I needed her and I found her, bruh, I didn't look back. And so many people said the same thing. As soon as they saw how good this epic defender was, they loved her, man. She has radiance, she shields, man. Like, I think she does a defense up as well. Like, she does everything. So, really good epic hero to look out for. Turn it down a little bit. Because we are going to get that legendary. I can feel it. I can feel it. On this drop now. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh! God damn it. God damn it. It wasn't to be. It doesn't mean we won't get one. We technically still have the timer of a good 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get a legendary. This song could hold the power. We've got my birthday look. We've got the hype song on. It's guaranteed. The stars are aligned. Look, we got Zippy Totek twice. Bro, imagine that came out in an actual poll. I'd have been buzzing. I don't even care, bro. I actually think this is one of the coolest looking heroes in the game. Absolute Chad. Absolute Chad, man. And again, bro, we would have had him 3 times. Quick dab. And Pludnista we've had 3 times as well. Absolutely nuts. We can keep going. We got number stat 370 remaining. It's coming on the 350th. 350. 350. This is the one. This is the one. Oh, bro. I can't say that name. Someone's gonna clip it and make it an anime meme. I can't do that. It's like the fucking ooh. Oh no, I can't say that too. I nearly did it. No. No. Go on. If you're from the UK, yeah. It's go on. Gawain, no. I can't wait to see what this guy does, because he looks like the, I don't want to upset anyone, but the upgraded Tristan, you know? Like, Isolde's there, and, you know, he's there like, you know, Trist, I'm stealing your girl, boy. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna summon. This is it. Legendary. Oh. Oh. It was almost there. It was almost there. We had that. It was almost there. Like, I didn't tickle it enough, you know what I mean? I didn't give it the feeling. We got 320 remaining, chat. I still feel a legendary in here. I still feel one in there, don't you worry. Nebuchadnezzar, a shout out. Rise of Kingdoms All-Star back in the day. I don't know about nowadays, but hey. No, the song's gonna finish. No, not like this. Bruh, the absolute luck of this song has gone. There's no more luck. We've drained it. The hype's gone. We got another Brynhild. 260 summons are remaining. We got Jerry. Where's Tom? This is one actual hero I'm really looking forward to looking at, Gary. Really looking forward to seeing Gary. I wonder what would happen if I actually like broke out the proper northern accent, you know, where they talk a bit more like this, you know, A-kid, R-kid. We got Bran, 230 remaining. Fearless Games, I'm just saying, Susie, for my birthday, the RNG modifier wasn't increased, so, you know, just to show to everyone, you know, we don't get any content creator privilege. I'm just saying, you know, even though... Oh, we say now we got Hercules! Let's go! Now, this would be a really fun one, I think, for many players to start with. Here we go. Here we go. So, this is a hero that has a lot of potential. I personally don't like one aspect of his kit, but that doesn't mean he's a bad hero, right? So, one thing that's kind of bonkers is the Hydra Club. The basic Hydra Club. AoE, acid, and it hits like a truck. You know? And this line of text, very important. You know? Like, just reducing the attack stat by, you know, 25%. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, it's pretty good. Magic Pie said, sending a good vibes, incoming Lego, and literally the Hercules dropped. Susie called it right. Magic Pie brought in literally the sauce. Who do I have currently locked? I've got Apollo, so Apollo is very hard for me to let go of, I'll be honest. And I did say, if I pulled a Grendel, I might have replaced Apollo for Grendel. Just for the content. Bro, I want to be the only content creator doing endless runs. Literally. I just want my Grendel to never stop basic attacking. You know? Nothing wrong with that. But that's what I was feeling. So, it's going to be a hard one to replace, I'll be honest. But for many people, Hercules would be a good legendary if you've not got one. He does provide a stun. If you have the Immortal, which you do get from your ultimate, which you will read in a moment, you guarantee the stun, and it's a 2-turn stun instead. So it's not bad, honestly. Like, the basic is where a lot of the power is, because you got to think, if you find any sort of joint attack, right? Because he is Olympus, right? So you got to think, because he's Olympus, yeah? You could get, what's her name? What's her name? Oh, we're talking about her, literally. Hippolyta. There we go. So think, right? Even if you randomly hit, and obviously when you awaken her, it's all of the Olympus faction. So if you have an awakener Hippolyta, you're guaranteeing no matter what an AoE like blap, and that is very powerful early game. And you can find again Aphrodite, you could find Shamash, you could find all these other legendaries a lot later on in the game that will take this guy to the like next level. So I do think he's a good hero, but for me, I don't think he's going to replace our mighty Apollo. He's not going to replace the mighty Apollo. He's just so good. Even though my Apollo doesn't come with a leader bonus, I don't have to worry about that, just because you got to think I've got Guan Yu, and Guan Yu comes with a leader bonus as well, if I remember correctly, from Alpha. So there's a lot where, yeah, see, so I don't have to worry about it, you know. If push comes to shove, I've got a leader bonus. I can guarantee someone like Apollo always in my team. I don't have to worry about it then, you know. Wouldn't you swap Apollo for Vivian? So, no, I don't think I would. I might have swapped him for maybe Svareg. I don't think I'd do it for Vivian. I just don't want to go down that play style. Vivian's really good, don't get me wrong. Vivian's very, very good. But the thing is, I think many people are going to take Vivian. And I'll be honest, if everyone takes Vivian, where's all the other content, bro? Like, because there's so many different heroes to take, and I think all different heroes, especially like Vivian, Apollo, like my tier list, right? So if you guys didn't know, I do have my own tier list. You can check it out. I've got a video on it all, right? Tier lists. I forgot how to see all of them. Oh, there we go. So you can see my ST is a lot wider to a lot of players, because I understand some people might want to try and play like, you know, Raid Shadow Legends, but this isn't Raid Shadow Legends, this is Godforge, and I played it completely opposite to Raid. And you got to think, no matter what legendary you pick out of these heroes, right? Yeah, you're going to get that starter hero, but you're still going to be looking for 2 really good combinations of, like, rares or epics that you might summon and get things off the ground. But individually, any of these heroes could be slotted into any team, in my opinion, and they just cook. Like, they just absolutely cook. So these are the ones that I would be looking out for. It doesn't mean these heroes are bad. I literally put them as other top picks, meaning, like, if you watch my, you know, video, I mentioned how these are basically what everyone else, like all the other content creators, consider other top picks, and I agree with them, you know. But I actually think there's an argument for a lot of these heroes, like Lamash. Like, if people want AoE clears and you've built Lamash right, her core does it automatically. Like, if you want guaranteed AoE no matter what on basic and stuff, so you can do a lot more variety of stuff, Season's really good for that too, right? There's a lot of different play styles each of these heroes are tailored to. So yeah, I think Lamash is a very powerful hero. People are gonna underrate this as a DPS pick. Because you got to think, like, even if you pick a DPS in the game, which people say, oh, you shouldn't do because of raid, right? Well, even if you start off early game, you've got combos like Guan Yu, Shi, and then any other hero you want, like Isolde, for example, and that's gonna survive and just blast through all the content. You can even do Isolde with Tristan and then look for like Skade and blast through all the content. Then you're gonna have like Brynhild upgrades, and you will realize like a lot of the rares and epics in this game are strong. You know, they are very strong. Yeah, really good. I like that. Like, imagine Lamb. Yeah. That's AoE on AoE, Blaze, and everything. Like, that is a crazy just onslaught. Like, because the thing what you got to remember with the Lamash 2, and I'll catch up on all the comments in a second, right? But you got to remember with Lamash, right? If you defeat 3 or more enemies, right? 3 or more enemies. I'm telling you now, every bit of content I played in that tower had 4 people minimum. 4 or 5. So, if you build Lamash right, you should be able to blast 3 guys. And also, if you really want to get, like, speed tuning specific, you could have your, you know, supports, like your invokers and stuff, hit one guy, hit another guy, and maybe buff up or whatever, and then Lamash just go woof, and you just keep doing it, man. Like, if you can build the damage for the Feast of the Unborn, that's a play style. Because to me, it looks like what the devs wanted to do with the core is have this play style of allowing the player to really go crazy and go core to get the divinity to go ultimate and like go crazy, right? That's kind of like how they're screaming. They kind of want the hero to be played in one way. And I think that's a very powerful way to play the game. So I do have Lamash in S tier for that reason. Same reason as Sizzin. Really powerful AoE guy, right? So why not? So my S tier is a lot more broader to a lot of other content creators because I understand a bit more that not everyone wants an invoker and not everyone wants a defender. So there's other options out there. And like even these heroes, insanely strong heroes, I've just put them that I would rather try to summon these heroes. They're not bad. I just want to summon them, right? And that's like niche based heroes. Like the categories shouldn't really be tiered if you think about it. They should be just labeled. So here's what it is. check the sub count. Oh, don't tell me we hit 1,000 subs. We hit 1,000 subs. Let's have a look. YouTube Studio dashboard. Hey, 1,000 subs on the second channel. Love you guys. That is probably the best Christmas present. Christmas? What the hell? The best birthday present I could ask for, man. Honestly, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Honestly, this community is so welcoming, and I love it. I was honestly thinking, and this is gonna like shock a lot of people, but like I was almost gonna make my main channel the channel. Do you know what I mean? But maybe on the next Fateless project, maybe I'll move it so my main channel is the Fateless channel. Like everything Fateless content game wise goes there. Who knows? But thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for the birthday gift. It's free and it's the best one. It makes me happy. It makes you happy, and we can keep cooking. We can keep cooking, right? So 210 is gonna be a very important one. Can we get one more legendary in 21 more polls? We'll soon see. By the way, I'm gonna do some just obvious stuff. There you go. I just noticed obviously there's other content creators in the chat, and I don't know why I haven't. I always make content creators mods because we understand each other. So I was like, Adam, you get mod. Obviously, Fateless needs to be the mod. They're there as well, just in case. But yeah. Yeah, I do think keeping them separate is smarter. It's just one of them things people will know, you know. But Age of Empires has been going down a weird slope right now, and many people are quite upset, you know. You could click on my main channel and just check out like 2 videos back to back, and you'll see how much people are upset. So that was like another reason I was thinking about putting Godforge maybe eventually on the main channel, like, but it's one of the things I'm thinking. Because I'm trying to branch out now. Like, I've been playing Where Winds Meet. That's been a really fun, but I'm going to stream later on too. So no more Excalibur? Nah, man. Look, right, guys. If I pull Grendel in these 210 stones, I will replace Apollo. I promise you here, right? And because of that, I might put on Forge Fire. Just because I feel like, you know, Grendel, you know, taking 25% less damage and increasing his HP pool and one-shotting every single thing on the planet does seem super fun. You got Freya? Freya's really good, Suze. Really, really good. But yeah, I had Grendel originally, and then I pulled Apollo, and then I swapped. But I'm there thinking, like, the content, like, I reckon it'd be so much more fun playing with Grendel than Apollo in the early game, just to watch this guy, like, literally tear through waves on waves on waves, you know? So right, let's carry on, guys. We got a banger on, another banger. 210 summons. Oh, we waited too long. We waited too long. Imagine I came up here and it said 2,000. I logged in and it said 2,000, and then Simon pops up in chat and goes, "Happy birthday, buddy." That would have been funny. We can always wish. Right, here we go. Carry on. We got the Aya. Oh, Sun Tzu. This is one hero I'm actually looking forward to seeing. I love Sun Tzu from all the war games that I play. You know, I play a lot of war history games. So, Sun Tzu, Art of War, we can't wait. Can't wait to see that in-game. Sneakyy, ooh, first Mordred. One of the epic all-stars to basically get people from Alpha Wave 3. You kind of wanted a Mordred in the team to get from 140 to 150. For certainly like waves 142, 143, I think it was 147 and 148. Like, Mordred really good in those waves. Really exceptional hero. So keep an eye out. Yeah, man, I've played this game. The thing is, which many people don't realize, you know, I was obviously playing the Alpha Wave 3, and I was one of the speedrunners, you know what I mean? And because I was one of the speedrunners, I live streamed my entire race. So when I finished 6th, bro, when I finished 6th and having to play with certain heroes and get through certain stages and like the adrenaline rush of like closing down to the finish line and nearly finishing first, bro, like, yeah, those are memories that you ain't replicating. Like, you ain't ever replicating them. Like, so some of these heroes really do hold like a big place in my heart. Like Guan Yu especially, like, he carried me from levels 1 probably to about 90 something, and then I just went off, you know. And then I just went crazy. So yeah, definitely I love the history and stuff. And even like I said, like I've played Rise of Kingdoms, I play Age of Empires Mobile on my main channel, and again, a lot of the heroes on that game are history based heroes. Like Nebuchadnezzar, like is a massive name back in the day for Rise of Kingdoms. So I love it. I honestly love like some of the choices, because it's just like it reminds me of other games I've played. I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like like there's Oni, and then there's like Akuma. Like, I love that. Oni and Akuma, bro. Like, whew. Don't get me, you know, hot and bothered on those old school Street Fighter times, bro. Like, so yeah, I think they nailed it. And again, a lot of these rares, really good rares to keep an eye out on for. But we got 12 more summons to go. Can we get one more legendary? Can we get one more Lego before we not end things, but before we, you know, technically finish it up on this side? I don't think I've seen this guy yet. Titsin. Ooh, Banshee. Ooh, triple epic. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. Double invocable as well. Look at that. Imagine getting that on your actual account, summoning and get double invocable. Boy, I'd be buzzing. Hanzo. I didn't really play it Overwatch. Please tell me he shoots a dragon out. Please tell me there's a dragon involved in his animation. Please. No clue what this guy does, but he's in the Kojiki faction. Slayer, strength. So not too shabby. 7 more pulls. Can we get something? We've got 2 legendaries at 800. We've been brutal. It's been brutal. It's not giving us, you know, 800 Legos as everyone expected. Emulator though. That's someone new and pulled yet in the Epics. Defender in the Ica faction too. So basically, if you pick Shamash, this could be someone that you might be looking for, you know, because maybe you pull Nebuchadnezzar really early, and because you pulled Nebu, you go through the early game, and then you get that Nin to upgrade into. So you got Shamash, Nin, and probably Nebu maybe early game with someone else as like a proper DPS. That seems really interesting as like a build path that you could go down. We're really interested to see what he does. I don't know what he does yet, so really interested in that. But this is why I really do again. I really love doing this, because it gives you ideas of how you could build a comp with your legendary hero, with kind of the pool of heroes that you're seeing at the moment, right? Absolutely love it. Right, guys, final 5. Final 5. Can we get it? Can we get it? Let's see. We got Ninsun on the 50. Just remember, this is 750th pulls. That was. We've almost done our 800 pulls. Absolutely insane. Loved every minute of it though. And I can't wait to do this properly in game, bro. When I get this in game, I'm debating. See, this is what I was debating, right? And I'll probably show you guys after. But we're debating to get rid of my green screen, so you can see the background properly, because I've got a feeling if I'm playing this properly and, you know, I summon and I get a Lego like Artemis dude straight away, I don't think you realize that green screen is getting broken. Like, that green screen is getting broken. Like, I am going through that green screen wall like a fucking cartoon character, bro. I'd be like Road Rudder straight through it. Right. No Legos though. Final 2. It's crazy. Gotta get some. It's Napu, man. It's Napu. That's his name. That's his name from now on. It's Napu. No poo poo here. Only the good. Last 10. Do we have the magic touch to get a legendary on the final pull for today? Ah! Damn it. Hey, it was thunder. We pulled 2 legendaries. We did pull 2 legendaries. We pulled Izanami and we did pull Hercules. And I do think for many people, Hercules is a fine choice to have on your hero pool, right? Izanami, I think you pick her just to pick her, you know, because you have to. But if you could replace her, would be different. But 800 pulls, I didn't get Grendel. I didn't get Grendel, so we didn't get to swap out our boy Apollo. But hey, who knows? We might find Grendel, because it isn't over. If you guys don't know this, if you may be watching this for the first time and stuff, just remember what you've been watching, the Godforge quests. You can start right now, because it doesn't end until February 20th. So if you just join, make an account, literally make an account on the game, on the website. When the game comes early access, log into that email, and just like me, you technically will have all these goodies to start off with. And why not? Why not just start your account off with some freebies, you know? Even if you don't get a legendary, there's going to be some insane epics. And, you know, if you are deciding on epics, honestly, pick the one that you think looks the sickest. Why not? Why not? Right? But yeah, maybe I can find that Apollo. I've still got technically, what, 29 days. So that does mean, hold up. maybe we could do something special for that too. Maybe we can get Adam and Ragewood for it, like maybe on the final day, because if you got 29 days ish still to go, times 60, that means I should have 1,740 spins. So that means I'll have 1,800 or 1,860 summons. Maybe we could do something fun. Maybe me, Adam, and Ragewood could do, like, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, like in Magic or Hearthstone or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. But what if we did like a pack war? Like, what if we summoned and see who summons the best each time? And if it's all blues, it's all blues, and maybe we have to make an argument on who's got the best blues, right? But maybe we could have a little pack war. You know, like, it'd be really fun, because then we could summon each other's stuff. We could see who gets the best ones. We could also argue about certain heroes, which we all like. Might be something really fun that we could all get on board with. So we might have to reach out to Ragewood to see if he's free, and then Adam if he's going to be free for that time, because obviously that'd be really good. I think it'd be a really good video. Just free POVs, free summons, who can do the best. Right, so that pretty much is my birthday summons. I don't have anything else to share for you today, guys. I've done the news earlier on. I will be making a video later on the news too, to do with how could I put it? To do with the new season change and to do with the Mets change. If you guys want a little update, I am thinking of changing some of this, not up or down, but I am thinking of doing, you know, moving Wukong and Athena around for one. I'm really up there. I might even put Athena top 3. I know. I put Vivian 4th. But it's so hard. They're all so insane heroes. They're all insane. Athena's so good. So I am debating to do that, but apart from that, we ain't got honestly anything to show. We've done the summons. I don't need to switch my weapon for today because we've got all the good weapons. We can have a look at these quickly. I like this one. Really good early game joint attack weapon. So a really good weapon for that. But don't need anything there. And then this is what I'm... Okay, maybe I don't end. I've got one question. I'm really torn about this. Because you gotta think, with the Godforge heroes here, if I just blast through, apologies, blast all the way through. There he is. I've been debating a lot. Because I place Mend on all allies, which I believe is himself. And if I'm increasing my Mend by 25%, how powerful is that? You know? It's so powerful. Even this is super powerful, by the way. Like, place Immortal on the hero for 2 turns. So my Apollo technically could never die. Also, my Apollo could also join attacks. If he joins attacks, he's also mending and aciding. I think this is insane. 12.5% max HP heal. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, is it worth it? Because you also activate the men too on himself. But I don't know if it's something to like choose. I think it's something to lock. But I don't know if I should just let these two roll as two different better ones. Because you got to think, every time you lock in this imprint, you're already now rolling this one, right? Because I've already got this chosen. Oh no, it's going to reroll these two now, right, innit? Ignore me. Ignore me. Yeah, so... this is one I've been thinking about. I find it a really powerful one. But... not like really, really powerful, should I say. I just think it's actually just a really good imprint. Like that. Like that. That's in that, like that. You know what I mean? Like, even this is like. Like, imagine reflecting 15% of the damage inflicted to you all the time. Don't care about this. It's good. I liked it. But I wouldn't look at like this is a very scary you know imprint. Like, I don't, we're lucky Zombie's not in chat, because if Zombie was in chat, he'd be going crazy right now because he loves Green Knight. What's so yeah, this is I'll lock this then for now. Because my weapon choices are insane. Like, what do I do? I personally think I have the 3 best weapons in the game to pick from. What do I pick? They're all insanely good. Like, it sounds crazy. Excalibur is gonna be good, but you gotta think now. I'm placing Mend and attack up 2. That's 2 buffs. That's what? 5% extra damage early on. Goes up to 10% more damage. If we have one other hero, just one, which is aka a defender, that's most likely putting like defense up, maybe radiance like Brynhild does. That's 4 buffs, so we get in again 10% to 20% more damage when it's basically low to max. It's so powerful, man. It's just, this is the only thing which I hate about this, but I understand why, is the stack. I wish it stacked earlier and the percentage was different. Like, this was like 1.25% and then it went up to 5% and it already stacked up to 7 times, because that would be nuts, man. It only works off his buffs. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, this is why I'm even more leaning into this, because like, it's really good for so many different heroes, but I don't know if it's good for my Apollo. Like, I'm getting a 5% damage buff. Or I could remove 5% of your HP attack and defense. Like, imagine Apollo with Mac, right? You got the Macker on him, like the Mac slap, and Unyielding Trickster on Apollo. That means any time someone attacks, I've got a 1 in 4 chance to join the attack, which places acid, mends, and reduces your HP by either 5% when this levels up, right? From 1 stack, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, because it's 5% all the time. And I'm getting the same value, surely, than this. But this is on all allies. But my argument is I don't even think I need 5% damage on everyone, though. Yeah, it's 5% more damage, but if you hit like a wet noodle and you do 5% more with a wet noodle, it's still a wet noodle. Like, I'm in this weird boat, honestly. Like, I really want to pick this, but I honestly feel like this. Like, let me lock this. I think this, with this imprint and Apollo, seems way stronger as a team. Like, just as a weapon combination. Because no matter what then, this imprint can go on to the max slap, and no matter whatever hero uses the max slap, they can be an invoker, DPS, like they can be literally anything as long as they've got a good basic. That's all I look at now, you know. So I'm in this weird boat between these two. Like, I've got obviously Excalibur chosen for now, but I am in this boat of potentially swapping it and not go down the Excalibur route, because I do think these are all top 3 weapons. Like, reducing damage by 10% doesn't sound like much, but it adds up. And then when you get it to 25% damage reduction, a quarter of the damage just you basically ignored. Feels freaking good. So very, very interesting to decide what weapons to go for when it comes to Mac, Forge, Excalibur here and that. So yeah, I think that would be it, guys. I want to say thank you for honestly the guys that have tuned in and stream into the stream. It's only a nice early morning stream for now. We're just going to take a quick little break and most likely stream on my main channel, because I'm going to be streaming some Where Winds Meet and continue the birthday stream for today, because that's my plan. So I want to say thank you for all of the guys that have tuned in. I want to say thank you to Suze as well for tuning in, keep us company, as well as Adam, Pi, there's been Kadaj in there from the Pantheon. And again, if you guys want to check out the description, our Pantheon should be in there as in the description to join, so you can just join Camp Half-Blood, which has got me, Adam, and many other content creators in. And why not, right? Why not join? So until then, I want to say stay safe, guys, stay sneaky, peace out, boys.